Welcome back to the Dragon's Lair. My name is Wade, and this is my show, Let's Talk Warhammer. Right now I'm talking to YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, and today probably won't be a 10-minute video altogether, just because I want to talk about one thing. First of all, you can find us as the space dragons space liar, or the underscore dragons underscore liar. Those are the only two times that you find us. And once again, my name is Wade. I just want to talk about one thing today, so I might not take up the whole 10 minutes, but this is going out to Tyranid players out there. I'm in a lot of groups on Facebook, and I've seen this question come across 3 times this week. So I thought I'd make a video to help out my brothers out there in the Great Devourer, maybe my sisters too. Ladies who play Warhammer are awesome. So this one video is just about this one topic, tyrants. How to take multiple tyrants. 3 times this week I saw people talk about they don't know how to take multiple tyrants, and 2 people thought that you couldn't take multiple tyrants. As this is December 31st, and we are expecting a new data slate rebalancing to happen soon in January. I can't talk about anything that's going to happen there. I hate the rumors and the spoilers, especially because it sounds like we're going to get a giant nerf, and I am just crossing my fingers and hiding in a corner that we don't. Because we took a big nerf already. Anyways, I'm not going to cry about that. Anyways, so as of right now, how you take multiple tyrants, this is how you do it. So I got a bunch of different things here. So right out of our codex, I took pictures from our codex and other books. Rare organism. You can only include a maximum of 1 hive tyrant model for each hive tendril detachment in your army. So let's just keep things simple, and let's say you're taking only 1 hive tendril. So I play Leviathan. Yeah, I know we took a big hit with the synaptic control and all that jazz. I don't care. I like Leviathan. I am playing them a little bit different now, but that's not the point. Anyways, so yes, it's true. You can only have 1 per detachment. So then let's look at the data slate. And there's a lot here on the data slate, but I'm just looking at the top where it says, add the following to the rare organism detachment ability. If your army contains 1 or more hive tyrant models, 1 of them must be selected as your warlord. I don't like that rule because my Neurothrope is story-wise is my warlord, but that's what that rule says. I also want to keep you in mind about the synaptic link rule that got updated here. So basically, it's the second one down. Basically, it's talking about if your hive tyrant is not on the field. So like, if you make a flying hive tyrant your warlord, if he's not on the field, so let's say you deploy him flying above, or you use Encircle the Prey to get him off the table to protect him, synaptic imperatives is not being used. You can't use synaptic imperatives. So keep that in mind. Go through and read that. So we have those 2 things. So we know that you can only have 1 hive tyrant per detachment, and we know that you can only, your warlord has to be one of your hive tyrants. I run 2 hive tyrants. I run a walk rant and a fly rant. Go ahead and check out my videos about the walk rant and fly rant. So anyways, hey Wade, how many detachments can you take? Right out of the core rulebook. So in the 500 range, 1 detachments, 15, 2, 20, 3. Okay? So, most of my games happen between the 15 and 20. That's how many points that you're playing. So keep that in mind. So right at 1,000 points, I can do 2 tyrants. And come on, 2 tyrants at 500 points, A, is all of your points, but B, is ridiculously overpowered, and you're just going to murder everybody. So anyways, don't do that. Be a good person. 1 tyrant at 500 points is enough. Trust me, I've done it. It's enough. Okay. So you know when you're setting up your game, how many points it's going to be. So go ahead and let's look at the command point table as well. Okay, so Incursion, let's say most of my games are actually Strike Force, about 2,000 points. Anyways, so let's do it as a Strike Force. At Strike Force, 2,000 points, and I feel most tournaments are somewhere between 1,000 and 2,000. You know you're going to have 2,000 points. You know you could have 3 detachments, and you're going to have 12 command points. Okay, so this is how you get your 2 Tyrants. I'm only going to talk about 2 Tyrants. I think taking 3 is ridiculous. So for me, I'm going to use a patrol just as an example. I probably would be taking a brigade and not a patrol. I don't know. Point is I like my heavy support choices. I love Tyrant effects. Anyways, so that's by our first detachment. So for our first detachment, it would cost 2 CP out of our available 12 CP, except command benefit. Plus 2 command points if your warlord is a part of this detachment. Okay, so now that I have to have, because of the addition to rare organism, how the Tyrant has to be your warlord, I make my walk ramp my warlord, and I protect him with Tyrant Guard. Anyways, you get plus 2 CP, so the 2 CP that you would spend out of your 12 comes back to you. You go back up to 12 CP. Now you're going to spend, for me, I'm going to spend 2 CP to give my Walk Rant Warlord trait and a relic. I'm going to spend 2 CP to give my Neurothrope Warlord trait and a relic. And I'm going to spend 2 CP to give my Fly Rant Warlord trait and a relic. So I'm spending 6, okay, on my HQ units. And I have videos about all that. Go ahead, check me out on YouTube. I got a playlist, Let's Talk Warhammer Tyranids. But that's not what we're here to talk about. So for me, I would have bought a patrol detachment. I would have spent 6 of my 12 CP. I actually would have spent 8, but I get plus 2, so 14 CP if you want to talk about it that way. Anyways, I'm at 6. And then we're going to buy, just how we bought our first detachment out of our CP, we're going to buy our second detachment. And just to make this easy, I'm going to buy an auxiliary detachment. Boom. Okay. So for an auxiliary, you get to pick 1. And I'm, of course, going to pick the HQ, and I'm going to pick the Fly Rant. So with this here, I'm probably, in my patrol detachment, I'm running a Walk Rant and a Neurothrope. My troops, I'm probably running 2 groups of warriors. My elites, I'm probably running 2 groups of Zonothropes, because you get a group of Tyrant Guard for free if you have the Tyrant. And one of my groups of Zonothropes is for free because of the Neurothrope. No fast attack. In this, I'm probably running both of my... I'm probably running both of my Tyrantifexes because my Harpy is in my flyer spot. If I wasn't going to run the Harpy, I'd run an Exocrine and a Tyrantifex, but I'm going to run both of my Tyrantifexes because Rupture Cannons are king. And then my Harpy is going to do the job of my Exocrine. The damage output is just about the same between the Harpy and the Exocrine. If I have any extra points, I'm going to make the Harpy a Synapse creature, but that's talking way too much about what I'm taking, so I'm sorry about that. Anyways, just to hit it one more time before the video ends, you spend 2 of your CP to buy your patrol detachment, which is where you get your first one, and then you spend 2 of your CP to buy your auxiliary detachment, which is where you get your second one. Go ahead and check out my videos where I suggest warlord traits and relics for all of those. And I am working through what I take in my units. Thank you for spending your time here. We at the Dragon's Lair understand that you most likely are a very busy person with successful adult relationships and school and jobs and kids and dogs and all kinds of stuff. So we want to say thank you for spending your time here with us at the Dragon's Lair.